Nobody's just gonna give you $3,800 just for old time's sake. I mean, you had to do something for that.
First, it's giving you a vote of no confidence.
Can he be mad? Yes, he can be mad. But does he have a right to be mad?
This was 100% his ego. As a matter of fact, he need to go thank that dude. That's his sugar daddy too. Speaking of hell no, do you know who else just said hell no? That would be the husband of this very woman who apparently borrowed money, $3,800 from her ex to pay the rent. And so she basically didn't understand why her husband had an issue with it and why it was such a big deal. And since you all are men on the panel, I would love to get your thoughts on this. Was she right or was she wrong? And if so, why? Like, why was it such a big deal one way or another?
Because I think nobody's just gonna give you $3,800 just for old time's sake. I mean, you had to do something for that. Like, we gotta stop playing like, oh, you know what? We go way back. Here, girl, here $3,800. You know, I got you. Don't worry about it. You know, maybe I'm poor. I don't know, but I just feel for $3,800. She had to do something for that. And the old man should feel some kind of way about that. Look, if we can't make the rent, we just going to be in a cardboard box on Figueroa. That's just going to be what it is, right? Or we're going to Uber or DoorDash. We're going to figure this out. But you're not going back to your ex for $3,800. That's crazy. And how did he even know that we needed $3,800? You had to tell him, you know, hey, they're behind on the rent. So you had to have a conversation about him, and you're talking our business to your ex. So now we got an even bigger problem. So that's why I feel about this. She was out of line.
Yeah, I think he should be upset. He should be upset because his marriage is over. It's over whether he knows it or not. At least the marriage, the way he thinks about it, it's a wrap, bruh. I mean, look, pack your bags, man. She first is giving you a vote of no confidence. He gave you a vote of no confidence when, regardless of whatever you said about her and that dude, she was like, I know he got it. And she called that dude. And she did and said whatever she had to do, whether it was platonic or not, to get what she had to get. And she did it on top of you, sir, overlooking you like, I don't really see him like that. So, sir, you should be upset. What you should also be is looking for your next one. Look, if you want a woman that, I feel like he should be upset, not because it was an ex. I feel like he should be upset because she moved against the way he thought they should be moving. Now, it don't matter how far back they were, right? It doesn't matter. It does matter. I'm sorry. Okay, but listen, even if they are a little behind, he can still be working on the plan. All right. She just said no confidence. And if you women ain't got no confidence in you, dog, you all need to go separate ways because she's going to be gang in your ear the whole time. So be mad and be going.
Just to add one thing, they received an eviction notice. So it was to that point.
Okay. I mean, listen, here's my thing, right? I think, yes, he can be mad, but I also think he can be accountable, right? Like, I hear what y'all saying, but how mad can he be though? Like, I don't want to stop people from having feelings. So yes, can he be mad? Yes, he can be mad, but does he have a right to be mad? Or what should his course of action be? For example, right? S&M just said an eviction notice was submitted into evidence, which means that over the course of time, he had a chance to have a plan, right? He supposedly should have been working on said plan, right? Now, I get it. I like the point that Delvin made because that's the point ultimately I would have landed. But before we get there, though, how mad could he have been? Because he's not handling his business. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's an argument to be made that he should be looking out like, damn, shorty, handle that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was unable to handle that, like, he ain't had nobody he could have borrowed the money from. He ain't had no credit cards, no other resources to stop his family from going out there. Now, I would have asked the same thing of her, but apparently, no. She only had one person she knew who had the $3,800, and she was resourceful to go out there and get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens is niggas be having too much goddamn pride. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? If you found out that your wife is now a hoe willing to go out there on the track for $3,800, now you have a resource at home. You want to sit there and kick the bitch out. Where else would you find $3,800? You clearly, on your own, couldn't get it. Now, if she is still willing to hold under your program, she is now an asset. Maybe you didn't know that she could unlock this part of her. I don't understand where y'all niggas be going off the ego first. His ego should already be in the toilet the minute the eviction notice came. You know what I'm saying? If he is not out there selling dick to pay his rent. Why is he mad that Shorty went out there and was super resourceful? And now, and check this. If she didn't give him no coochie, wow, you was able to finesse 3,800. Now, whether or not I believe it, we'll see. But the point is, you got to give her a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because truth be told, she's the last chance that you got. So come on, man, what we talking about?
I mean, I agree with you. He should have been, doing this thing. I don't know, selling dick $60 fresh, no STDs. There's a lot of shit that should have happened before the eviction notice. I get all of that. The problem, I thought you were going to bring it up. The issue is, what do we do next month? Do we have to go back to this nigga next month? Like you said, hey, if we still down bad again next month, she just needs to bounce. I mean, she just needs to go back to the nigga with the $3,800.
No, she done showed you what she's about, bro. So you can put her on the track, fam.
No. She should have started. She should have been on OnlyFans on the feet pics or doing whatever. I mean,
put her on the track.
Yeah, that's right.
Get that OF going.
Make lemonade. Make lemonade.
She might be fat and can't dance. I mean, maybe she can't do stripper amateur night.
Bro, if homeboy is not creative and he didn't see these opportunities, he can't get mad that now she's unlocked the door for that. Come on, man. He got to get creative. Get out your own way, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, S&M.
So I'm going to say this was 100% ego. So I'm going to be a little flippy-floppy on this one, but let's start with the part that I agree with Nick. This was 100% his ego getting in play, because technically, why the hell were they down like that they end up getting an eviction notice? Like, where was the conversation? Where was the help? Where was the plan to make sure that they didn't get evicted or receive the eviction notice? And so she's sitting here because he's like supposed to be the provider and protector, supposedly. I'm going to just say provider in this case. And, but he ain't providing the shelter. And so she was left out, and she was about to be ass out on the streets. And she said, hey, I'm going to do this for us. I'm going to take one for the team, for us. And I'm going to go and ask my ex. I don't know why this is the only person she could have asked, because maybe that person had the resources. I don't know if she had a barter system in place to get that $3,800, if it was transactional or not. I don't know. But what I do know is that she was resourceful. She saw a problem, she provided a solution, and then that solution worked for the both of them. Now they both got a house over their head. As a matter of fact, he need to go thank that dude. He need to be like, yo, you know what? I was slipping. You know what? You want to be a side dude? You officially the side dude. You my side dude too. You know what I'm saying? Dap it out. Because, they say ain't no fun if the homies don't have none. So even though they ain't homies, they can be homie now because he don't put down and help sure that he got a roof over his head. Matter of fact, that's his sugar daddy too. And so I'm just going to say, embrace your sugar daddy. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the personal side, my husband would have kicked my ass 7 ways to Sunday, because he would have been confused as to why the hell did I not trust him to make this happen. And he also would have been confused as to why the hell I'm still talking to my ex like that, where he comfortable enough to give me that $3,800, because is it a loan? She said she borrowed, but and then my other question is, why the hell she even told him that she borrowed from the ex? If anything, she should have been like, yo, I pulled this money to the cash advance out. I got this. And so we can take care of that. Now, he may have been like, well, why you ain't do it all along? But either way it goes, she could have found another way. She could have been like, yo, I borrowed this from my grandpappy, my mama.
Could have lied. I got you.
My mama
could have
from
lied.
the other side. Or she could have just been like, yo, I won the lottery, a scratch off ticket. Yes, she could have lied to save his ego if his ego was that fragile. But she thought they had a great relationship, that she could be transparent and say, I got this from my ex. He was like, yo, you got this? How you get this money? She probably like, oh man, yes, I had to go talk to my ex. But she owned up to it. She manned up, womaned up to it, and said she got it from the ex. So to me, I'm just like, wow, this was an amazing feat, amazing woman. You got a down ass broad, or because I was thinking the other word, but I don't like to call women that. And so she was ride or die. You can't get more ride or die than that, to go ask your ex to help you with your next, especially if your next is your husband. And so, now he just need to recognize that there may have been some exchanges that may or may not have taken place, but we don't know for sure. So go ahead and just suck this up, call him sugar daddy, and now he's y'all in a, you know what? Matter of fact, this is the opportunity to engage in polyamory.
If she can get $3,800, then they're losing money.